Welkom bij Pyanodons, 480 hours walkthrough base tour. Pyanodons, by the way, with alternative energy, of course. I had hard times to get everything smooth running back again because the research was terrible, and I have it back. I'm lucky, and if you see the research now, then you see on the lights they are all working. So finally, and we have here a little surplus on the Pi 2 potions. Finally, I'm so happy it is running allemaal. It is not over, but you see, we have succeeded. And electricity is also immediately jumped from between 2 and 3 gig naar de 4.23 gig. Very happy about this. I made some more frauks because I told you already last time the frauks for the formic acid, and it is not complete. Wait, what is this? There missed an. I have to address that. I see that only now. There missed a belt and I cannot reach it from here. No, I cannot reach it. I have to go there. Okay, what more? We are working in the first place for the red belt. That is my first target, so we can upgrade things, move items faster, put more items in factories. That is also what we need if we go to Mark II for all the factories. Mark II factories is the same as Mark I, except you can use the red belt, and it is the same, a full belt, full yellow belt. If you produce a full yellow belt with Mark I, then you produce also a full belt with Mark II, a full red belt with Mark II. Yeah, I say it good now, finally. Okay, this was the last point where we are. That was for the titanium, and now we are starting for the. But kijk, this is the parts. We need the parts for everything almost. Every special for Mark II, you need the parts, many. The problem with the parts, it is belt. This is my concern. The rest I don't care. Even Nexilix, I see it is now also already full, my Nexilix. There's also no issue anymore. The only issue is rubber, because one belt consumes 2 rubber, and we don't have a surplus in rubber. We really don't have a surplus in rubber. If I look here by my latex, because that is the end of the rubber, and that is where nee, that's not true what I said. The rubber. The what was it now? The plasmid and that kind of thing. The laboratoria. Ja, die laboratoria dingen. Kijk, this one. And that is the laboratoria instruments. You see, this is what I have and no more on rubber, and I don't know how to produce more because I sit complete on my limit. And of course everything is to upgrade, but it have to be reasonable, and it have to be, kijk, you see, the latex is really, and latex is simple formic acid, and formic acid is frauks, and I upgrade the frauks already so many, and I'm happy that it is already running right now a full belt. Kijk, this is the problem. Formic acid En dat komt van die vrouws. So I have to do something about it, but not now. Okay, what we are doing, what I talk, that was the parts. This one, the advanced parts. And the advanced parts, we need iron stick, we need Nexelix, we need nylon, we need belt. Belt we have, because belt we use also for the robots, by the way. Bolts we have, of course, small parts we have, of course, and Duralin we have. Glass we have, tin plate we have, and titanium plate. And titanium is in brand new factory, so we have enough. No problem. Nylon. Het gaat dus om de nylon. We first have to make nylon, and if we combine everything, we have already the advanced small parts. And after that, we can start already with the belt. Simple is it. And with the belt, we can make, by the way, also the other parts for the belt, like underground belts, the splitters, the loaders. What we cannot make here right now, that is this one, because this one requires complex circuit boards, and we don't have that. So that is the only limitation what I have. You see, complex circuit board, and this is what we don't have. The belt, the other items, like this one, no problem. And lubricant. I don't know if you have lubricant already, because the easy recipe is this. Lubricant is only fish oil with ash, and I remember I make it already, but I don't know for what, and I don't know where. Dus, and if not, then okay, we can make it easy peasy. Dit was dus de tunnel, de splitter. Oeh, nee, I'm wrong. They changed it. Now we can just make only belts. Yeah, I remember. I solved this problem with using no splitters anymore on the belt, but use a chest with loaders and unloaders. Then you can solve that problem. Then you don't need splitters. That's how I did it, I remember. Because loaders is no problem if it is good. Yeah, see here, loaders is no problem. It's only small parts with a compact loader. And that are all items what we actually have already. Dus no problem this. Okay, nylon, daar gaat het om, nylon. Now we make nylon. For nylon we have two possibilities. And that is this. We have two recipes available right now: chromium, phenol, blood meal, carbon dioxide, and steam. And we have another one, and that is nigrom, benzene, ammonia, and chlorine. Benzene is the problem. Of course, Nexelix plate. And nee, can it? This cannot. This recipe is not available. Tall oil and light oil is an option as long as we have tall oil enough, because tall oil we get if we make fiberboard, and that's ook the only way that we get that. You can make it additional like this, but what I decided to make nylon the other way around, this one. The other recipes are stuck. This is not available, by the way, but it's also hard to do. Okay, dus what we need, again, the first one, this one. First of all, phenol. What is phenol? Phenol is ligging. From ligging you make phenol. Only converting, no problem, no ingredients further. But we need cellulose and we need sodium hydroxide. The cellulose was running very slow. I upgrade also that. And you see the result now. It's full here. It's allemaal good running until now. So this one we use with steam, and we have like ligning. Wat dat ook mag zijn. Hier de phenol. De ligging wordt omgezet naar de phenol. Simpel. Phenol op de belt. The blood meal, because that is the next. This one dus. Blood meal. Blood meal is fiberboard with blood. Fiberboard with blood. And you get blood meal. Combine everything. And we have nylon. So actually I like to do that this 10 hours already to make the advanced parts, but I'm really out of time. I really have no time anymore to do it. So I promise you that to start after the recording, if I play again at least, I start with the factory to make the advanced small parts, and then we're going to continue after that with the red belts and the accessories for the red belts, means to say the loaders and the tunnels, and then we start slowly to think about it, and that was a headache, I can tell you. That is another 50 hours or something like that, and that is the circuit board. This one. That is something you don't do that fast. I can tell you that. We have already ingredients like this one, so there's nothing. First, the optical fiber. We have to make batteries. We have also already, by the way. This one we have already. We start with semiconductors as an interesting thing, but not easy. This one is also a headache because you need many ingredients before you can make only this one. Like photopore, iron niobium coating, en voor die niobium coating you need a Kevlar coating, en voor Kevlar coating you need a copper coating with Kevlar, en voor dus dat needs with cladding, and before you are on the recipe, on the first item, I can tell you, now that takes hours and hours and hours. Okay, I let it hereby. Thank you for watching. Please consider to subscribe. I hope to see you, of course, the next tour, the 490 hours already then, close to the 500. Then by the, at least before the 500 we have the red belt. Okay. Again, thank you for watching, and take care of yourself.